counts in the house. Body counts in the house. Right about now in the motherfucking place to be. On the bass, I got my main motherfucker called Moose Man. Laying the rhythm tracks, I got the one and only infamous D-Rock in the half. On the drums, I got the one and only Beatmaster V, motherfucker. On lead guitars, I got my nigga Ernie C. And I'm Ice motherfucking T, bitch. Come on, make some noise. Yeah, goddamn it. Come on. Come on. Body counts in the house. 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 Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Make some noise. BC. Body count, motherfucker. Body counts in the house.
Body count.
I can feel it! Tonight's the night I get in some shit. Yeah, deep cover on the incognito tip. I'm burning shicey brothers if I have to. Smack them back to. Plus you brothers know I'm coming at you. I guess that's part of the game. But I feel for the nigga that think he's just gonna come and change things with the swiftness. So get it right with the quickness and let me handle my business. Yo, I'm on a mission and my mission won't stop until I get the nigga macking at the. I hope you get his afro he drops. Kingpin kicking back while his work is slinging rocks. I'm coming up like a fat rat. Big money, big cars, big bodyguards on his back. So it's difficult to get him. But I got the hooker with somebody who knows how to get in contact with him. Hit him like this and like that. Let him know that I'm looking for a big fat dope sack. When ends dispense, so let's rush. If you want to handle it tonight, we'll discuss it on the brother's time and the brother's place. Take my bag just in case one of his boys recognize my face. Cause he's a shicey motherfucker. Deep cover! Yeah, when you touch one day seven on the undercover gun. Yeah, when you touch one day seven on the cover gun. Yeah, when you touch one day seven on the cover gun. Yeah, when you touch cause that's one day seven on the undercover gun. Freak with me as I crawl through the hood. Maniac, lunatic, call him Homer Eastwood. Kicking dust as I bust snuff teeth. And you know I'm looking out for police. You already know I give a damn about a cop. So why in the world would you think that it would stop? But yeah, that's what we's about to do. Take your ass on the mission with the boys in blue. Dog, what up, black? Yo, I got the feeling. Tonight's the night. Now Betty right, and I'm chilling, killing, feeling. No remorse, chat. So let's go straight to the undercover source and see what we can find. Crooked ass cops that be giving brothers a gang of time. And now they wanna make a deal with me, scoop me up and put me on their team and chill with me and make my pockets bigger. They wanna meet with me tonight at 7 o'clock. So what's up, nigga? What you wanna do? What you wanna do? I got the gauge, the Uzi, and my nigga played it 22. So if you wanna blast fool, we can buck 'em. If we stick 'em, then we stop 'em. So for nothing. When you touch one day 7 on the undercover club. Yeah, when you touch cause that's one day 7 on the undercover club. Yeah, when you touch one day 7 undercover club. Yeah, when you touch one day 7 undercover club. 645, what's the time on the clock? When me and my homies bailed in the parking lot. The scene looked strange and it felt like a setup. Better not be, cause if it is, they getting wetter. Oh, Here they come from the back and they lax. I'm checking for the cats, they strap. So what's up, black? Yeah, let's hit the deal. And if it ain't to what you feel, then grab the steel. Ride, so what you want, the colors don't come at me with. Oh, you ain't wanting none of my grip, cause you can save that shit. And guess what they told me? We'll give you 20 G's if you snitch on your homie. We'll put you in the hole and make your life plush. Oh yeah, but you gotta sling crack for us. Let me think about it. Turn my back and grab my stacks. And guess what I told them for? I plopped them if you don't stop. 187 on the undercover car. Yeah, when the door stop. 187 on the undercover car. Yeah, when the door stop. There's 187 on the undercover car. Yeah, when the door stop. 187 undercover car. Yeah, when the door stop. There's 187 on the undercover car. Kid Theory of Brooklyn, New York, setting off 718 style. Kobe, New York, baby, represent.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger-qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
Is that actually a picture
Alabama.
of the Antichrist crying?
I grew up
like
in California.
It's
and got
tasty.
out of there as fast as I could.
Hey, we're back.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moment.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back. This is Ice and Sergeant's time. We're back with our guest, Mike McLeod of the Clan McLeod. What's going on, bud?
Hey, how you doing?
You haven't probably heard that like 1,000 freaking times already, right?
No, I used to have a first sergeant who used to yell at me all the time.
What's wrong with that?
It was awesome, especially when you're a specialist.
Oh, man. Hey, welcome to the show. Dude, it's an honor to have you on here, guys. If you don't know, Sergeant Michael McLeod is probably one of the most downloaded, uploaded, looked at, loaded, about, I don't know, one engagement, 212 images taken and only 12 rounds fired. Photo combat journalist of the year in 2012. And, dude, are you still in?
No, I got out in 2013.
Oh, man. So tell us your story, brother. I love your story. Go for it.
Well, I was Army old already, which means, over 25. I was 40 and a half, and I'd bonded to serve for a long time since I can't remember. When I was in college, all my friends were RTC and that sort of thing. My roommate was this obnoxious guy, Matt Feigenbaum, who went to airborne school his junior year and Ranger school his senior year, and he was just unbearable to live with. So it took about 20 years for that to go away, and then Iraq kicked off the second time, and my two best friends in college both ended up going over there as, let's just say, older guys, right? One is a nurse anesthetist in the AMED, and then the other one is a National Guard. He was a full-time professor at Furman University. And just talking to them about their experiences, this was like 2005, 6, 7, 8. It really sounded like the stories that they were telling me were not the stories we were getting on the nightly news or on the websites nowadays. And I was a writer for a long time, since college, been in publishing. And, writers are always looking for something compelling to write about. And I thought, well, hey, here's a compelling story. And so in 2008, I looked at my wife and she said, go for it. Not exactly like that, but it was something, that was the net result. And went to the recruiter station here, and I said I wanted to serve as a combat correspondent. And the guy looked at me and said, okay, are you in trouble with the law? What are you doing here?
Oh, this gets better.
And I said,
ahead.
no.
Go
and
ahead.
he said, no, really, what's your deal? What are you doing here? And, and I explained, and he still thought there was something going on, but he certainly took my signature down. And, lo and behold, not too long later, I was at Fort Knox, Kentucky in basic training with kids half my age.
Half your age. So you basically you put your first set of uniform on at
40 and a half.
40 and a freaking half. And your MOS was what? Were you a 46 or
46 Quebec.
Quebec, and that is
Although, the recruiter, bless his heart, that's what they say in the South, right?
if they're idiots, yeah.
Yeah, so exactly. They had me signed up as a videographer, and I said, no, I'm pretty sure. And he said, well, let's go pop this CD in here and see what it says. So we did, and lo and behold, they corrected it, and I ended up as a 46 Quebec, which is a photojournalist, combat correspondent, whatever you want to call it, print journalist.
Print journalist, because the 25 Victor is actually the Comcam kid, and then the 25, it's like a different dynamic with you guys when it comes to the stuff like that. So you probably get confused a lot for doing what they're doing, and vice versa, right? Did you ever have that?
Yeah,
problem as well?
there's a different. When anybody sees you with a camera in the downrange, your combat camera, no matter who you are, or what you do, your combat camera, and so it's just not worth explaining the difference, and it's not really important anyway. Well, it's important. The jobs are different, obviously, but so far as they're concerned, it's not.
Now, this is to me, I think, the most interesting method of researching for this type of work. You didn't you didn't read any information off or glean off of anyone's news sources. You actually put yourself, I guess you would say, immersed yourself into the experience. How was this part? Was it intentional that you did it like this?
Oh yeah, because like I said, I'd always wanted to serve, but I'm a very experiential oriented person. My wife calls me the thumb burner because years ago I used to have a Jeep CJ7, and one day I wanted to see if the cigarette lighter worked, so I stuck it in, waited, and put my thumb on it, and lo and behold, it worked. So
are you sure you weren't supposed to have been a Marine or something?
Right? I'm glad you say that. I concur wholeheartedly. But yeah, so there are embeds, and then there are people who live it. And one of our jobs as a combat correspondent is to bring news media and embeds around the battlefield. And I can tell you this in hindsight, is that no matter who the person is, Joe changes as soon as they're around. No matter how chill they are, no matter what their vibe is, they change. And with me around, it was a lot less. So I'm sure because I was twice their age, a lot of times it did change to a degree. But as a specialist or an E5, you still have to do what specialists in E5 do. So they don't care how old you are. You're just Sergeant McLeod.
That's right. Now, did it have any? Now, what did you do before you came in, though? I mean, I know because you pretty much because me and Mike Golf and Greg Cloud were talking about this.
Yeah.
I myself and Greg Cloud, when we hit 40, we already had 20 years of service in. So how did it?
Yeah.
How did it feel to already have a life before you joined the Army, as opposed to the Army being your life? Does that make sense?
Sure. And there are things I'll probably still never understand that you career guys do, because you did that. You grew up in the service, and guys downrange, they'll tell you, "Well, you're new to this, aren't you?" Even though you have gray hair. But I did a lot of different things. I taught college for a while. I was in construction for a while. I was in publishing for a while. All the river that ran through it was always writing and photography of different sorts. I'd written a couple of books and published in lots of different magazines. I had my own outdoor magazine for a while called River. It was about canoeing, kayaking, and rafting. I wrote a book in fiction, a lot of different things. But, in 2008, I was doing a lot of home building and writing. It was a good combination because I can't sit in front of a computer for very long before I need to go, blow out some carbon. And there was a downturn of the construction industry, and I said, this is a perfect time for me to do this. And it wasn't, I don't know, a month or two after I left that sure enough, there was a huge downturn in the construction industry. So it would have definitely hurt our bottom line.
And with that, once you obviously you took a massive pay cut doing this.
Yeah, yeah, a lot.
How much, if you don't mind me asking?
I know the exact number, but I don't like to share it.
No, well, I could just look at the pay scale for what a private made at that time, and it's ridiculously. Damn, you had an income of working in construction, which could be quite lucrative in some markets or some areas, and then you went down to being a private, only making private pay.
Right, and that's something. But it also you can talk about all day long about, immersing yourself in it, and then doing it is totally different. It was the wake up call was when I was at over in Butte getting inducted, and I'm standing in line with 13 other barely post-pubescent kids with their skinny catfish ribs, and here's this hairy gorilla next to him standing there, and it's like,
I love it.
man, this is just awkward. And it was awkward. It was seriously awkward for a while, but I learned a whole lot.
I think that's hilarious. I think especially now when you obviously were going through basic training and all that, and then you finally hit the Dinfos area up here at Fort Meade. Did it kind of Did it start? You started seeing the seriousness of what you did. I mean, did it actually take your hobby into now? Hey, this is going to be. I mean, this is actually going to start gaining some traction. I'm actually going to start digging this. I mean, what did that give you the spark, or was it already there?
Yeah. So basic training was fun because everyone's seen the movies about Full Metal Jacket and that sort of thing, and a lot of the stuff like the Shark Attack. Where the drills come out and just crush all the privates. It's fun at my age. It's just good fun. But AIT at Fort Meade was just simply painful. It was painful. I learned some. The instructors were really good. I had a Marine instructor. He was just fantastic. But going into airborne school, I think was the first time I would call it fun. And then getting to my unit, of course, the top just popped off.
Whoa! You said airborne. You went to airborne school?
Yeah.
I just want to repeat that, everybody.
I don't know what it was about the Marine Corps. I'm sorry, I just almost dropped an F-bomb there, but
you could drop it. You could drop it. Go for it.
Yeah, my sergeant airborne was a Marine as well. So I kind of, my first two, well, other than my drill sergeant basic training, my first two important people in my Army career were both Marines.
Wow. Okay. Well, interview complete. No, I'm just kidding. So after you went to what unit were you assigned to after you graduated jump school and you were assigned?
I was with my entire 4 years of active duty. 5 years, but 4 with my unit was 1st Brigade Combat Team, the 82nd Airborne Division, the 504th Parachute Infantry Regiment.
That's what I'm talking about. Your photos,
devils in baggy pants.
Yeah, I was just looking over some of your pics in here. There's you got a little fanboy going on in here in the Facebook live chat. Mike is saying that, can you believe Mikey is on here? Yep, honestly, yes. His book is amazing. So go ahead and tell us what your book is about. It's called the Brave Ones, and what does it cover? What's its overall? Yeah,
sure.
Go for it, man. It's all you, man.
Yeah, so the Brave Ones bridges the gap between civilian life and soldier life, service. Well, when we first got out, my wife was sitting with a good friend, and she said, "Oh, did you see those 2 military helicopters fly over today? It was so spooky." And my wife's like, "What the heck are you talking about?" As there is obviously when you're in the service and you hear a helicopter, for almost any reason, unless you're, laying an ambush and like, oh crap, here comes the gunship. For any other reason, helicopters are always great. They're either medevacing someone off, they're providing close air support, they're doing good things. They're bringing you out of country, and just sitting there talking to her about that is like, it's just amazing the difference between how far you have to travel between civilian life and life in the service. So this is really what this book is about. It's a translation, really. And I go from basic training through AIT, Airborne School, onto the unit, our first deployment in Iraq, and then real war in Afghanistan, and then a little bit of the aftermath. And, as an older person, it's you just know, you know what a life is worth more than a 20-year-old because you've raised children,
kids.
people
Exactly.
to 20, and you understand that even if you kill some dirtbag on the battlefield, you know that his mother put her best efforts in for a long time. So you just look at everything very differently, and also being older, I was allowed great freedom of movement both in garrison and on the battlefield, and my brigade commander, my battalion commanders, they let me do all kinds of things that a 20-year-old sergeant would never do. And so I got to see things, got to hear things, got to look at the big picture, the little picture, and really put it all together. And I think what's probably a unique work.
You didn't look like, and I'm glazing over some of the articles that you've actually been published in, dating back, and I got it dropped in a link in the post that we did on Facebook Live, July 17, 2012. You got something in there about from Time Magazine and on their Battleland series, and dude, they were praising you, saying that they've actually said that your photographic chops have been impressed by them, and you've been showing up in the Pentagon's daily photo file for several months, to the point to where now they gave you an opportunity to write an article. Did your chain of command get a little, okay, we got a guy who got a buck sergeant on here, or was it that sense of maturity that they've given you before for the trust that kind of lets you just, go through the PAO and then blah, blah, blah?
Sure.
How did that turn out?
I earned their respect in Iraq the first 2 years I was in the unit, and because I stayed with the entire unit the whole time, which I actually worked for, and I worked to not rise above sergeant, so I could stay in my billet, if you will, the entire time. Because what it's very difficult to do in the military, as you know, is to stay in one spot and really learn something, because they're always shuffling along. And even though officers change over every 2 years, a lot of the NCOs are still there, and on Bragg, you could stay there for half your career or more. So by the time I got to Afghanistan, I really, I got there and my chain of command said, look, here's our AO. Just tell us where you're going and tell us what you need. Goodbye. And that was it. I had literally one assignment for the whole time we were in Ghazni province, and that was to go back to Bagram to cut the Army birthday cake, or show pictures of it. So, and that's it. Otherwise, it was whatever I wanted to do, wherever I wanted to go, I could do. And it was, a great way to see what I needed to see.
Now, did you think that some of the photos that you've produced or that you've captured would actually make print, or did you? I mean, when did, obviously, because in the role of a photographer, you're taking pictures, and there's always that one picture that you delete. You take series of pictures and you just go through and delete the ones that didn't look right. But were there some that you think that probably would have made a good image posted or get circulated if you'd not deleted it, or was it just one of those the luck of the draw type thing, I guess you would say?
Yeah. No, I mean, I could tell. I mean, I've been taking pictures. I had my first photo studio in the 1990s. So when I look at crap, I can see what crap is. It really, the more difficult thing was actually drawing the line for what's appropriate for people to see and what's not. Now, as public affairs, that's what we do. But when you're downrange and you're immersed in combat, in soldier, the lexicon of a soldier and the life of one, you start to drift away from how civilians think. And as public affairs, your job is to be right there between the two. And you start to feel yourself drift more towards soldier and less towards civilian, so that sometimes you make some bad decisions. At least I did. I think of this one time where we had a soldier who was mortally wounded in combat in a firefight on June 15th, Staff Sergeant Nick Fredsty. And he was being medevaced from the helicopter, and I took a series of pictures of it. And when I got back to the FOB eventually, and I was selecting pictures we put on Facebook, one of the ones I put on Facebook was the ones of his guys carrying him on a stretcher to the bird. And and it's even worse than it sounds, because some of his wrapping had come undone, so it was trailing. And in here at the time, I'm thinking, okay, the medevac people, their families want to see what they're doing, and they want to see the meaning, the great life-saving work they're doing. And before the powers that be, let's say, crushed my nuts about it, which rightly so. And looking back now, I mean, even where we're sitting, right, it was like, what a terrible choice that was. Yeah. But you make those choices, and you make them all day long in under difficult conditions, and sometimes they're good and sometimes they're bad. Social media is a difficult medium to do in that regard. The good news is you can quickly delete them as well, right?
Yeah, correct. Provided somebody doesn't save it to their desktops or whatever.
Very true. Very true.
In the article that you write, you said within the 50 days you were involved in 14 firefights. Now, were some of these vids, some of these stills, some of these, because you have one picture of a guy fighting back on an in-wrap.
All I shoot is stills.
Okay, so you do no videography then.
No.
Okay, so there's an image that we've used, and of course we've cited you as being the source. Army photo. Mike McLeod's a picture of a soldier firing over the bumper of an MRAP and engaging. What happened when you did that? I mean, what happened in that image? Because I could just see it. It's just holy shit. There's some action happening right now. You see a guy behind a soldier.
Yeah.
And he's down, and then you just see that one kid stand the hell up and just start engaging. So what happened during that engagement?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a long, intricate question that you're asking, but in that particular picture, I can tell you what happened was the guy on the ground is the lieutenant doing what lieutenants are supposed to do. Don't get killed and command the battlefield, or at least their guys, their squad leaders. The guy over the bumper is Sergeant David Pickard, and he was, toe to toe. Now what had happened is we were clearing a road. It was supposed to be a sleeper operation. We just had the mine hounds and whatnot out in front with maybe a half dozen to a dozen dismounts, and we got to two bridges, and we thought they were mined based on the traffic of the local villagers. So we waited, and then drone footage said that the Taliban or somebody was setting up a mortar. So the LT, the lieutenant, asked us to get back in the armored vehicles. And as soon as we turned around, we got small arms fire from both tree lines of the creek that the bridges go over. So basically to our left, say from our 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So Pickard is firing at one of the positions. Rounds are actually coming in on his exposed side too. But at the beginning of a firefight, the most difficult thing to figure out is where the heck the fire is coming from. And and then we had an Afghan Humvee, which I think you can see on the right-hand side of that picture behind us. They've got the Ma Deuce 50 caliber mounted, and they're just going to town on the tree line with that thing. And then so after, let's see, we had it was a Crow system behind us, a machine. I think it was a 240 Bravo up there, machine gun hitting one tree line, and another truck came up with a Mark 19 grenade launcher. And I don't know, the firefight didn't last too long. Maybe I'm guessing, it's hard to say. I should look at the timestamps on my picture, but let's say 5-10 minutes. And then there was a couple of other engagements after that. Guys running under fire. I have this one picture that you can actually see a round hitting within inches of a guy's foot as he's running. It's a pretty bizarre picture. I didn't realize I had it until just before I left country. So the whole engagement, they were the locals told us they were mining the bridge, so just to slow us down, and then the ambush was to hold us back, we think, and then they had IEDs in front of us. We were lucky. The first vehicle that crossed the first IED, it set the IED off, but it was a kind of a smoldering thing. I don't remember the terms that the engineers or EOD uses for that, but kind of low order, I think it's called, when it doesn't go off. And then the next one was inside the village that we were going to, and we found it as well. So at the end of the day, there were no casualties. Long day, though.
I bet. Now, you guys, you described being on that mission for how long? How long were you on that mission, or how long was that engagement for once you guys were engaged by the enemy?
I don't know. It started. We started early in the morning and got done after dark. So, I don't know, a full day.
Damn. We got the image popped up on Facebook Live. You guys want to check it out?
But you know what's really funny about that? And maybe the Marines have this kind of thing going on too, but I got an email from a guy who billed himself as a master driver, who basically chewed me out and told me I need to go chew my command out. immediately because soldiers should be not firing from the outside of the MRAP. The MRAPs are built. I
Oh my
swear, I
God.
still have the email. It's hysterical.
Oh man, you should send it to us.
Yeah.
We'd be more than happy to tell
My
tell that
goodness.
fucker to shut up.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a lot of those armchair quarterbacks. So in that engagement, you went out, you came back, and pretty much during the day, you've also got some other images of kind of like the I guess you would say some of the times where a soldier's hanging out downrange during downtime.
Yeah.
Where were you were able to capture one, and I love your time lapse photography there with your lens. The way you leave the lens open, it's awesome shit.
Thanks.
Were the soldiers talking to you about this? Were they saying, "Hey, yeah, this sucks," or providing you some sort of, or were you just capturing a moment and it just happened to come out that way?
I'm just I can pretty much go wherever I want. The soldiers are pretty cool with me, taking pictures or whatever. I in the 5 years that I was doing that, or 4.5, I only had one guy who was on a patrol turn to me and say, "Look, if you snap that camera one more time, I'm going to shove it down your throat." Other than that, I have to say, from top to bottom, I had almost 100% help from anyone that was involved with either having their picture taken or facilitating it. It was a great experience.
Yeah, it's awesome pictures, man. I've got another one up there of the soldiers chilling around the wall. Now you went independently to some of these locations, and I know you were saying that you had a film. You had to document the Army birthday cutting. What was? Did you kind of look at somebody and say, "Are you freaking for real?"
Yeah. So it's funnier than it actually sounds because, I don't remember names very well. I got hit so many times in the head during that deployment that my brain's just kind of turned to mush when it comes to names. But so this is what happened. There's a guy called the Cake Boss. I cannot remember his name either, but famous guy. He has his own TV show, and he made a birthday cake for the Army. And then the Army decided to fly the birthday cake halfway around the world in a jet so that active duty soldiers could cut that birthday cake, right? And it was, so what they did was they brought the cake out 2 weeks early, and we filmed them cutting the cake 2 weeks early, and then they played, I think in Times Square, another clip, or during the actual birthday, they cut another Army birthday cake and played, video that we had filmed 2 weeks earlier as if it was happening at the same time in Afghanistan. But that's really not the funny part of the story. That kind of stuff happens all the time. So, as in the Army, tradition is I think it's the youngest guy and the oldest guy cut the cake at the same time.
Yep.
So, he's going to kill me if I don't remember his name. I think it was a specialist, Lou. Anyway, the youngest guy, he is from California. He had to cut cake with his sergeant major. Now, the way that the Army is it's so modular nowadays that our division headquarters, I think, was First ID, and they were in Bagram for RC East. And, of course, they're a leg unit, and we're all
fucking
paratroopers.
legs.
Of course.
Exactly. Dirty, stinking, nasty legs. So anyway, there's the general was there, and his command sergeant major's there, and they bring in these 7 paratroopers right off the battlefield. Now, Lou came from this place that was they were getting hit multiple times a day. It was actually the place where Staff Sergeant Fresy was killed. And here we are, you come in from there, there's no PXs there. It's just front lines. So they get into Bagram, and they shuffle them down to cut the birthday cake. They hadn't even opened the birthday cake. They opened the birthday cake, and there's this big, beautiful All-American symbol on the top of that birthday cake. It was awesome. So the sergeant major's like, we can't have this. So he gets his guys to bring out all these 1ID baseball caps and makes the paratroopers put on these baseball caps. They're green with the big red one on it.
That is fucked up. That's heresy.
The sergeant major hands this young junior enlisted soldier this hat with the 1ID on it, and he takes it like it's got herpes in his hand. He says, "Well, that is gay."
That's heresy. One ID. Big red. Big red one. Disgusting.
Yeah, it was fun because the general. I mean, they were. I think both of the general and the sergeant major were both airborne qualified, and as people move through the army, sometimes they are in an airborne unit, and sometimes they're not, and they both had lots of jumps. But the sergeant major was having none of it.
Yeah, breaking balls and shit. But of course, you're gonna have that one butthurt guy.
Yeah.
So then tell us what you only stayed for 4 years. Did you find out that the construction business was coming back up, or you figured you had enough, or what made you what made you ETS?
No. Well, you brought up the money thing to begin with. It was a lot of money that I was losing, and my family wasn't. I had kids who were about to enter college, and their lives changed drastically. It was always going to be just enlistment enough to get information, the material that I needed to write this book, and then depart from service. And I think if I had done it as a younger man, I probably would have made a career out of it. I absolutely loved serving in the Army with the people I served with.
Oh, that's good to hear. So then you get out and then you start writing the book. What was the did you not have any? I mean, obviously, did you have your friends jump in this? Did you have anybody in particular that you're that you do a shout out, I guess, in your book there? That you can.
I don't understand your question.
For instance, is there anybody that was inspirational in your writings that you attributed in the book?
Sure. One of my best friends from college, Tom Clark. Tom and I are still good friends. He goes by the name TC, and I think that actually the first word in the book is his name. He called me from Camp Bucca in Iraq in 2008, and we were talking about me joining, and he said, "Look, if you're going to join, absolutely do not enlist. Be an officer or don't do anything. But in public affairs, to do this kind of work, you can't be an officer. You have to enlist." So I enlisted. But, Tom he's very sarcastic, got a dry sense of humor, and he'll always tell you exactly what it is. And, if that and the way that Big Army works, it's just their magic together, just nonstop entertainment.
Now, you said you had to get permission from your wife to join. What was her reaction to all this while you were going through all this? What was it? I mean, obviously,
sure.
You got some yeah, sure.
Well, my wife came from a military family.
Uh-huh.
They had a tradition of service. They're one of those families that has each generation of males in a different uniform on the wall. They're great people. Her family, her father's father, just very inspirational. And so it wasn't an unusual thing for her. I came from a large family, 6 kids, and none of them served. I don't think any of you even thought about serving. My father served in the Air Force, but the tradition really wasn't there like it was in her family. So she grew up with it, and it wasn't a strange thing. And she knew who I was when we were married, and that I need to do those kinds of things. And she was very supportive the whole time.
You were married over 20 years too.
26.
26 years.
Yeah.
To the same woman, I
was about to say to the same. Yeah, I've been married 26 years too, but to different women though. So that's just the way. I mean, no, that's awesome. Now, and you said how many kids did you have? 2, and they're both entering in college. What did they? I mean, it must have been a shock for them for a little bit to have.
Yeah, it was, and they're just. I feel so sorry for when any recruiter calls them because they're over it. They were over it. It's hard when I went to Iraq. My daughter was in middle school, probably in the time of her life where she needed a father most, and I wasn't there. My son was just 2 years younger than her, and he didn't know how to deal with it at the time. It's interesting to hear him talking. He's in college now. To hear him talk about those days and a lot of the things that were going on then, he's old enough and wise enough now to understand what they really mean. So I'm still learning what the experience of service did have on my kids. But I will tell you this, and I think every service member knows, especially those who've gone to combat zones, is that when you deploy, you are hurting your family. You are injuring your family. There's no way around it. You can be the best dad, the best mom. You are injuring them. And that's one of the things I really want my reader to get out of this book. You know, it's when I started writing this book, I really thought I was explaining the military lifestyle to civilians, but it's just as much explaining it to military families. Because, you know, that I got several letters after I wrote the book and it was published from mothers who said, well, thanks for writing this. My son never talked much. You know, even from mothers where their sons were killed in action. A very humbling experience.
Yeah, I bet. I was about to say that's good. Now, you were talking about the recruiters. So have the recruiters tried to influence your children to join the military? I mean,
well, they did, but I think one time my daughter was called and she says, well, my dad wants to know, are you airborne or are you a dirty, stinking, nasty leg? It was a short call.
I was about to say that probably didn't last very long. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you didn't, I'm just shocked. I mean, just surprised that you would join the Army at such, dude, it's a, I guess you would say it's retirement age for some of us.
I wanted to join the Marines, but it just seemed like being a paratrooper was a much greater challenge. So that's kind of the route I took.
Damn, I'm singing. I love it. Oh man, I love you. Cause I'm a member of the jump community myself. Yeah, there you go. They're, yeah, sticky nasty legs. I can love it. Did you obviously having to move your family, to Fort Bragg from, being
some other place that's not the center of the universe.
Well, I was about to say, because, when you think about Fort Bragg and what the center of the universe is, then you just forget where everyone else comes from.
Yeah.
Was that a huge adjustment as well? I mean, obviously, everyone says, well, yeah, stupid question. Obviously, it's going to be an adjustment. Well, guys, he did it at 40. So to me, it's kind of like weird for me when I've done it all my life, and then I couldn't even imagine doing it at 40 years old.
Yeah, it's a learning experience. And, it's sometimes when you get older, it's more difficult to change than when you're young, even though you have all that life experience. And we moved around a lot. I think we counted up one time the number of times my wife and I have moved is something like in the neighborhood of the mid-20s. A lot of that was during the graduate school years, but still, it's a lot of moving.
Yeah.
But, my wife she grew up, born and raised in Simpsonville, South Carolina. Fort Bragg is 4 hours from there. And this is what a practical person would do. I wanted to make sure that my wife was near her family when I was deployed. And so going airborne was the logical decision to do because,
I love
most people go there.
Well, of course, that's right. Everybody knows that going airborne is a logical decision. See, God damn it, guys, I love this guy. He's our dude. You're always welcome to come on here. Always, Mike. Keep talking that airborne stuff. So, the Brave Ones. About how long did it take you to write? I mean, what was the? Did you just was able to just whip this stuff out and throw a pen to paper and then start going crazy? Did you have any positions of oh shit, I don't know what else to write? I mean,
yeah, no. So the first half was painful. It just took forever because it's translating a lot of the doctrinal stuff, a lot of the sorts of things that make a soldier, the training methods, and some of it's dry. The actual combat was very easy to write. I had a lot of help with that. People came out of the woodwork to help me. I always like to say Marines are like wingless paratroopers, and it's similar in that you have that cohesiveness. So I had so much help, some solicited, some unsolicited. I mean, when I'm sitting there, of course, a modern writer has his Facebook Messenger open as he's doing research, and sometimes I had like 25, 30 Facebook Messenger windows up at once while I'm writing. It was just as an amazing experience and very humbling as well.
I bet you got a lot of guys. Obviously, it's almost like the fishing stories. You get the fishing stories that come out too. The guys that talk about, we're a firefight for 45 minutes and this fire was happening. Now,
Very true.
How did you know that you got recognized for being the military photojournalist of the year for 2012? How'd you get the word from that, or what was the submission process? How did that work?
The submission process is pretty straightforward. They have the public affairs. They have this process, and it's like everything else in the Army. It takes a PowerPoint to figure out the directions, right? And it's cryptic enough just to be challenging. After you figure out how to do it, it's pretty straightforward. And I didn't put a lot of effort into. I mean, I put a lot of effort into my work. So you put a lot of effort into your work. The submission for those kinds of things are pretty easy. So there shouldn't be too time consuming at that point, and it wasn't. I don't really remember specifically when the award came out, because it's, they have a timeline, and you're so, especially in the airborne community, you're always moving 100 miles an hour. So you don't really have time to sit there and wait and look, did I get an award? Did I get an award? You just, move on.
Yeah, exactly. You're just busy doing your stuff.
Exactly.
Now, isn't there also a photojournalist or journalist award that the PAO guys strive to get? It's almost like the what is it called? The what is that called? The Ware Award? The
Keyfail Ware?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one I won.
Oh, you did get that one.
Yeah.
Oh, see? Shit.
Yeah. But the thing about contests, and it's great to get recognized, and it's as great to have my unit recognized for the things they did, as to get the award itself. But really, as a soldier, you have a job to do, and it's not getting awards. There's a lot of great soldiers, Marines, airmen, sailors who go about their job and they do great stuff, and they never get recognized for it, because your job out there is not to get an award. If you wanted to sweep those awards, you probably could, just by studying who wins what and do that
and submit for it. Yeah,
exactly. But so if you're going to take yourself seriously as your job, the award is just something that happens after you've done the work, and either you're going to recognize it or not. It's like photo contests. It really depends on what the judges are going to judge for, not necessarily how good your work is, or especially how useful your work is.
Yeah, because I know there's you have to fill out a document, and chain of command has to endorse it, and they have to have specific. It's almost like a portfolio. It's one thing I do like about that world, is that you got to prove. It's not specifically on, well, he done good. Right. Those images that you've captured. I mean, dude, that image of the guy firing over the bumper, to me, is just that's striking. That's the one that gets you to go, dude. I mean, when you look like that lieutenant was also calling for fire, what it seemed like, because he had a map out and he was on the radio, right?
Yeah, I should ask him. I don't know exactly what he was doing. He was a good guy. But you're right. So everyone's doing their part, and the interesting thing, you as a photographer, we like to sit back, in media people in general, and have our contests and congratulate ourselves on how great it is. But at the end of the day, you have to stop and look at that picture and say, look at that guy. I was just happened to be at the right place at the right time and looked the right direction and took a simple picture. But that guy was doing great things.
Yeah.
And on everyone in that picture, even the interpreter over there in the ditch on the far left, saving his hide, he was scared shitless that whole time, and yet he was still out there, because when we left, he's going to stay there.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so every picture that is compelling that I ever took, it's compelling. Sure, it was technically done well, but it's compelling because of the great things that the people in the pictures are doing, not because of what I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you were just capturing a snapshot in history of
exactly.
No shit of what's happening right now. It's just rarely do we always hear about firefights, or we see some crazy videos of firefights, but we never see an image captured at the moment, because it's always the cameras jerking and all that. So what was your what were you using? Were you using standard Army Canon 5D DSLR cameras, or did you have your own stuff, or what?
At that time, the Army was issuing Nikons, and of course I'm a Canon shooter, but they gave me Nikons to use, so I use Nikons.
Yeah, I was just, that image is so. I'm still, again. Well, hey, Mike, thanks for coming on, dude. This is awesome.
Oh, sure.
I appreciate you coming on. If there's anybody you want to throw a shout out, you can go ahead and do it right now if you want.
All the devils and baggy pants, my hat's off to you. You taught me probably a lot more than I ever taught you. And I appreciate everyone I ever worked with and served with. I would like to give a special shout out to Deanna Howard, who lost her son, PFC Christian San Nicolas, tomorrow 5 years ago, IED in just north of Makur, Afghanistan. So God bless you, Diana, and your family.
Mike McLeod, author of The Brave Ones and the Keith L. Ware Award winner for Photojournalist of the Year. Thanks again for coming on, bud. We totally
appreciate it.
Yeah,
thank you.
And have a good one. And guys, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and then he's gonna go ahead and hang out with us in our little hangout area until we go ahead and come back. Always know that we got a show every day from 20 to 2300. We also got Liquid Lunch of 12 to 1400 Eastern Standard Time. It's airborne time for you guys. Dude, I love this. You were just like throwing all the airborneisms out there. You're making me. It just makes me proud. Let's go run up our dens, bro, because America runs on our dens. You know that, right?
That's right.
I love it.
Oh my god, dude! I can hear the fucking old man boner from here.
Which one? Which one you talking? Yeah, indeed.
9 feet was as airborne as I got. I'm telling you.
9 feet. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and take a break, and see you guys in a minute. Shouts.
Warning shots.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.
Is that actually a picture of the Antichrist crying? I like it. It's tasty.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I'm a smoke where I wanna smoke, joke who I wanna joke. Ride with currency and sex, California's where I'm at. Ride, pass by while these niggas wonder why I got shot but didn't die. Let them see who's next to try. Did I cry? Hell nah, nigga, tears shed. For all my homies in the pen, many peers dead, niggas still smoke. Where I wanna smoke, fuck that. Where I wanna smoke, joke who I wanna joke. Ride where I wanna ride, fuck that. Fuck that. Where I wanna smoke, joke who I wanna joke. Ride where I wanna ride. Where I wanna smoke, joke who I wanna joke, ride where I wanna ride. Fuck that, fuck that. Where I wanna smoke, joke who I wanna joke, ride where I wanna ride. Fuck that, fuck that. Where I wanna smoke, joke who I wanna joke, ride where I wanna ride. Fuck that, fuck that. Where I wanna smoke, joke who I wanna joke, ride where I wanna ride.
trip. Just sit back and light a split with this and don't slip on a fucking dope track. Jump back, strapped with a fat Buddha sack and a 7/8 black. Don't clean, gangsta lean, I got green, but I serve dubs like it ain't no thing. I hang with OG players, don't set trip or you might get what we call a rat pack. I don't slack when it comes to street. I get real cheap funk to a gangsta beat. It's so sweet when you got money to spend. I got a proper big tilt and a fly big bands. I make ends, spend my dough on no foe. That's how it is and that's how it goes. Act like you know when I creep real slow, giving love to them players that I know is real. Back and release myself. To put platinum and gold on a record show. I don't brag, but I tell it like it's straight up is. Before you do a record, partner, handle your business. And don't get caught slipping on the under, or you might wonder what's up on the man. I call a spade and get paid. G showed the way, so I give love to him.
To watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry.
Why must I chase the cat and be a dog, a straight up hog? I lead frog to the sound of a gangster beat, so I can hear my record bumping on the Compton street. That OGBIMP and low G and low hip hop duster, so quick to rush just straight to the dirt. Fool, I do work. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. That's how it is when it comes to me. Cause I'm the short but wicked, player name easy. Women can't play me, some say I'm crazy, but I don't think so. Call me pure loco. I get so damn about to scan this trick. Let me hit it one time, the trick that's it, but don't trip. Gets my dough to no foe. That's how it is, I got no love for you.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with
Put him player, let me hear you say, ooh, ladies, we want you. If you got to put him straight G's and you wanna be there, just
Really,
All right, we're
interesting
back.
shit, you know?
All right,
Yeah,
what's
no,
going
I
on? What's going on,
sound
guys? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I was throwing some stuff out, getting some shit involved in the chats. Oh, man. So, how you doing, Doc?
What's up, dude?
You got a party going on in the background or something? I can hear people like, yeah, I hear girls talking. Oh, come on,
Yeah.
man. Why'd you cut off the phone? Come on, who are they? Who are they? Whoop, whoop.
Bro, your wife's gonna cut your balls off.
Oh, man.
She already holds him in a jar, dude.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what balls?
With his pension.
Oh, you're not retiring this time, yeah.
It's like, you gonna retire? I don't think so.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah. So, that story that we posted on earlier about the big bust at Fort Bragg. There's some people that are pretty upset in the inbox telling us that we need to take this shit down. No.
Why?
Because everybody wants to be
Because
Tony.
it impede the 15-6 investigation.
I guess everybody wants to be Tony Montana until it's time to do Tony Montana shit. You know what I mean? So
I didn't know the shithouse lawyer school handed out so many recent graduates.
Exactly. Oh, man. So if you've not been paying attention, welcome back to Sardin's Time. You got Doc Badness, Great Cloud, and myself. Thanks for jumping on here and hanging out with us. Obviously, there's some people that are pissed off that we have posted some stuff about 232 and the big drug bust, which, of course, everyone is presumed innocent until proven guilty, I guess. We'll see how that works out. Up to 20 soldiers, again, arrested. for the distribution of cocaine, 18th Airborne Corps. Involved just about every tenant unit on Fort Bragg. Damn. Some crazy ass shit.
That's how they tolerate those division runs.
That's our able to to run like quick. So, because America runs on Ardennes. Did you guys see that freaking meme about that Dunkin' Donuts that was posted?
I have not.
Because there's a
was it from the meme? Was it from the meme page?
That was from that one meme, the weapons of meme destruction, dude. That is an awesome freaking. I love that page. That's an awesome page. For you guys don't know, on Fort Bragg there is a Dunkin' Donuts on Ardennes, and Ardennes Road is the road that is cut off running central through the post of where soldiers do PT, and it's pretty much closed off from 6:30 to 7:30. And that's it. Soldiers from different units run up and down Ardennes, and do their unit runs there and all that stuff. Well, there's a Dunkin' Donuts on there, so that's why they said Americans Airborne runs on Ardennes, and then they tagged the 101st because obviously they're not airborne. They are all helicopter assault or air assault, what do you want to fucking call it? So, man, okay, yes, I've not been watching the fucking draft. So, what's going on with the fucking draft? Why is everyone PMing me about about the NFL draft? What's going on? What's happening? Did something happen, or what?
No, it's just the NFL draft.
Okay,
yeah, dude. You're an American. Act like it, Ice.
I'm about to say
it's a fucking NFL, dude.
Okay. Excuse me. I just want to see a team win without a lot of controversy and have a lot of controversy.
Without somebody killing themselves in a prison.
Well,
more hang time than Michael Jordan. What?
Oh, keep going. Come on, keep your comments in the memes. I love it.
I have no idea what actually happened. I get all my news from memes.
Yeah, exactly.
More hang time than Michael Jordan. What?
Yeah, more hang time than Michael Jordan as the Aaron Hernandez.
Better not than a Boy Scout.
What's that? Better not than a Boy Scout. looks forward to clean sheets every day, except for last night or something like that. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. A lot of good fucking memes. Fuck that dude. I'm not paying attention to what's going on right now with the. So you guys are gonna have to forgive me for not understanding about why I can't answer your fucking questions. Sorry about that.
So the best one I saw there today was still a better chance to win a Super Bowl than Tony Romo.
Oh yeah, the Bears picked UNC quarterback number 2. Who's that? I have no idea. UNC. What, University of North Carolina? Is that what it is? I don't know anything about that. I know there's some guys trying to get transferred around, or people complaining they didn't get picked or they didn't get their. Again, I don't watch the fucking draft. That's like watching the hiring process of something that who cares about. I care about football, but I don't give a fuck who gets put up in there. So, we got some commentary from Cuffs. Chiefs gave up this year's first-round pick, third-round pick, and next year's first-round pick in order to move up to the number 10. See, that's too much information right there for me to absorb. I just want to know: is my team going to go and win a Super Bowl, which I highly doubt.
All these motherfuckers with their gambling problems. That's who watches the fucking draft.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a fantasy draft for the draft.
Are you shitting me? You're joking?
This is what
right?
I've heard. There are people who do fantasy drafting for the draft.
Marshawn Lynch to the Raiders. Go ahead, guys. Throw your stuff in the Facebook Live chat about the draft. Educate ICE on the NFL draft. Was it? They call him Beast Mode or something like that. Wasn't he in the Seattle Seahawks? Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch. He came out of retirement. He and the Raiders came to an agreement.
To what? That they might win a
He's
Super
going to play
Bowl?
for the Raiders this year.
The Las Vegas Raiders or something like that? Isn't that what they're going to be called now?
Whatever they're going to be called this time, yeah.
That stadium that they have posted up was pretty cool. That's also going to be used for venues, concerts, and also possibly have a hotel connected to it. It's gone through several different designs. And holy shit, I just go over there and check it out because it's Vegas, you know what I mean? Staying at the Las Vegas Raiders Hotel. That'd be bad, pretty bad. A Raiders hotel. That'd be badass.
Dude, is tonight's theme SF86 or what? You guys fucking killing me, dude.
Why?
Vegas, whores, draft,
cocaine,
gambling,
cocaine. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, there's a that's the theme. That's the thematic for the night.
18 21 through 29 on your SF86.
Yeah, exactly.
SF86 is just right.
Exactly. SF86 and chill. Yeah, cocaine, 18th Airborne Corps, 3rd ID, 232 Barracks, 233 Medical Battalion. God, just a plethora of stuff going on. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes, 2 from Texas Tech, will be wearing a Chiefs uniform. Wait a minute, Cuffs. Why has it all been going freaking about the Chiefs? Why, I've noticed a lot of heavy Chiefs intel here that you're throwing at the Facebook live chat.
Isn't it racist to call them that?
See, that's what I'm saying. Everyone got well. That's what trips me out. Why was it that the Washington Redskins got so much shit for being called fucking Redskins, but Kansas City, who definitively have? I mean, think about it. They got an arrowhead, and they're all called Chiefs. And nobody had to ask about that. Nobody said that. Well, how come the Chiefs? You need to change your name. Did that ever happen? Royals. Yeah, exactly. Why do they call them the Royals? Is it racist to call them Chiefs? I'm not saying. I'm not. See, I'm going down that wrong track now. If I start talking about Indians and stuff on,
Well, I'm concerned that there's nothing named for Jews.
Oh, look at all the banks.
I was about to say, bro. Oh, we could go on for another hour.
We
can go on for
New York foreskins, maybe.
The New York foreskins. Why do they got to call them the Jets? That's what my question is. The New York foreskins.
Foreskins was taken.
Foreskins was taken. The New York Einsteins.
They took all of them.
Oh man. That reminds me of a joke, exactly. Everyone's like, what do we do? Guess because they're not snowflakes in KC, from what Brian says in the Facebook live chat. That's just Chiefs. They're a bunch of Chiefs, so a bunch of Chiefs. So I think it's fucking hilarious that everyone gets wrapped around the axle about the names. And you know what? It's kind of funny. All that PC police shit kind of died down recently. You notice that? There's not really much of a... I don't know. It just kind of feels weird that no one's getting butthurt about stuff anymore. It's
Where?
Here, I mean, well, I should say
all
that
the liberals are hating on Donald Trump right now.
I was about to say, I guess everyone gets together and gets along when you have a fucking common enemy, but I just can't believe that fucking that now they're all hitting on the fucking president, who's not even been in office for
priorities, man. Priorities of work.
Yeah, exactly. He just hit 100 days or something like that, and now everyone's. It's like he's the worst president ever, and I'm thinking, fuck, 100 days. Okay, that really. What else happened in 100 days that was that could have been or could not have been deemed as a what do you call it?
A more significant fucking world event.
Well, I mean, within 100 days, didn't Kennedy within his 100 days get his head blown off or something like that? or was he already?
Fuck him.
Well, I don't know. I mean, just wondering. Everyone talks about all the stuff that's going on. I mean, I don't like talking about politics being the fact that we're, purely discussing this today for Sergeant's Time is a format of current active duty issues and the stories from the main page. And we don't really cover politics that much, but I just kind of think it's funny that I guess you would say the people who talk about free speech and how free speech is important are the first ones to start fucking clamping down on it. I'm like, really, dude?
Somebody posted this, I saw it yesterday, and they said that, fuck, I can't remember who it was. But anyway, the point of it is that when you take away somebody's, consider the reason that you're imposing or the restrictions you're imposing on somebody else's freedom of speech, because that's the same shit that's going to be imposed on you on your own freedom of speech later, like setting a precedent type of thing,
Well, of course, and you've kind of noticed that Antifa, that group Antifa, I didn't know was short for anti-fascism. That was part of the German Communist fucking party name and symbology in Daisha from back in the 30s. before Uncle Adolf decided to fucking take it over and shit. And let's see what happened. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
Hey, Ice, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Hey, just calling to let you guys know that I really enjoyed your guys' segment with Sergeant McLeod there. Dude had an awesome story. So.
Well, hey, thanks, man. I freaking, dude, I'm like, I was kind of nervous in speaking to him because he's epic, dude. That guy coming out of the civilian sector, lived a full life only to join and start a new life and then write a book about it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, dude's got an awesome story, and I honestly look forward to getting this book and reading it. So.
Yeah, we don't normally do plugs other than the fact that the guy wrote a book, The Brave Ones, but I'm pretty sure if you jump on Amazon or something like that, you can see it and be able to get it online or download it on a Kindle to get it as a digital book.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, thanks for calling.
Not a problem. And the other thing I was going to say is Cuss is a diehard Chiefs fan because she lives in Kansas City. And as much as I love Kansas City, I have to go against her. I'm a Broncos fan.
Okay, well then thank you for calling WTF Nation Radio.
But why?
Yeah, but what? That time go to man. Take it easy.
Dude,
why did you?
That's what I don't get. Is like, do they like this idea of a feral horse better? Please.
Well,
please do not enlighten me.
I have no idea.
I'm asking only rhetorically.
Rhetorical, of course. I have no idea what they mean by that about the the Broncos and shit. I don't care. I'm just asking, man. I'm not much of a Kennedy. I'm not much of a historian when it comes to our politics because it appears that academia is starting to rewrite history on what happened to Kennedy. According to freaking history now, the Kennedy family was the most fucking, wait a minute. Hang on, let me get this straight. So there was nepotism, there was corruption, and there was some bullshit going on.
And then there was speed holes in his head.
Yes, and then there was some speed holes in his heads, but yet then again, they were really quick to talk shit about this administration on nepotism and having a family dynasty and all this other shit. So shut the fuck up when you guys talk about it. I don't care. I really don't.
No, dude, and we don't talk about politics.
No,
we
don't.
talk shit about the people
exactly.
that talk shit.
Exactly.
That invest emotions into politics. So if
I
you
got
bring
one-
your Antifa bullshit to our page, we're gonna fucking ban your ass.
Yeah, exactly. We don't really, and that's the best part about it. You can talk about it. You could make jokes and all that because we do break, like you said, Doc. We break balls on both parties. Because it's funny. I mean, if it's funny shit, it's funny shit.
Yeah, we don't take it seriously. When you come in here and you start saying shit like quoting fucking like things that you don't cite, that's like, not happening.
So I got one that crosses both spectrums here.
Uh-oh, go for it.
I saw
Spectrum,
today
you say?
Yeah. I saw that today that the Senate passed the bill pushing forward the requirement for females to register for the draft.
Yeah, there was also a fake news report saying that it wasn't true and that this wasn't really going to happen and all this stuff. And the reason why they did not want to do that is because they're coming to find out, realizing that it is the majority of both houses, which includes Democrat and Republican. Let me say that again. Democrat and Republican both voted to pass that, so that way women can now join the Selective Service. So that way they can get those free Pell Grants that I didn't know they were getting.
So isn't there like a budget thing that's coming up that they can't decide on?
Oh, you're talking about the current budget right now. They're talking about
That lands
passing
tomorrow.
that lands tomorrow
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
continued
that-
resolution. Yeah.
Yeah. No, my source is military.com.
Oh, okay.
That bill. For that article I've been quoting.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. That is legit. That they've now passed it. I'll be honest with you. Going back to this kick again, I totally fucking agree with it. Fuck yeah.
85 to 13.
85
but that's
to
gonna
13.
lead to the VA's primary focus being to change their motto to include extraterrestrials and fucking war dogs, because the extraterrestrials are getting offended because it doesn't include them.
Okay, so here you go. This is how fucked up Congress is.
Uh-oh. Go for it.
In the House, which previously passed its version of the NDAA, an amendment requiring women to register for the draft passed narrowly with a 32-30 vote, even though its author, California Republican Representative Duncan Hunter, voted against it. How do you vote against your own freaking bill?
Because they start
because
seeing,
it gets rewritten before it gets voted on.
and also there's also there's the tag-alongs of a bill that comes along with. So along that, there's like additional funding for something else that gets tagged onto this bill instead of just passing
because it gets
a bill.
reviewed by House, then Senate,
Correct.
whatever the committees are.
Correct.
On the like opposite part of the legislative branch.
Correct.
And then eventually it's basically like, what is it called? Like not bargaining, but negotiation, right?
If they want to call that,
they
yeah.
say, well, we'll accept it, but we're going to add this shit on. And so by the time that it actually gets voted on, then it's not even going to be the original fucking thing anymore.
I did see something that was smart from Ted Cruz for the first time I ever thought was pretty fucking smart. He's talking about using the El Chapo fucking act, which is basically all the $14 billion of revenue that was confiscated from his arrest and from his cartel empire, and that's what they're going to use to fund the wall. Or he's proposing that that's what they use to fund the wall.
You know what would be even cooler than that? Is if they legalized everything and then all those millions and millions and millions would, could be put into like the education system infrastructure.
No, because throwing money at something though like that is not going to work. You know the deal. That's not going to fucking do that.
Yeah, you do, dude. Buy all these little kids iPads
You get them involved in technology.
Invent some hypnosis app that's like a reverse fingerprint fucking thing, and then just fucking spoon feed them from that. Fucking.
Are you being rhetorical or are you being funny on this one right
no,
here?
I'm dead serious. I'm just throwing it out there.
I don't.
It might take some research and development, but it's not technology that's unfeasible to.
Well, throughout
create.
the whole process of this administration's tenure of what they're trying to pass and what they're not trying to pass or whatever, we're starting to see, not just myself and the rest of America, but we're starting to see now truly who the fucking obstructionists are. Everyone was saying it was the Democrats, but now it's the fucking Republicans that are being obstructionist. Paul Ryan, that fucker, Jesus Christ, dude. He's coming to find out that
it's not Democrats or Republicans.
That's what I'm saying. It's a specific.
It's both. It's Congress.
It's Congress.
It's
exactly.
all those old fuckers out in their ass.
Oh my god, dude! I'm just shocked when you start seeing that shit. And then, of course, Trump's talking about he reduced the fucking corporate tax from 35% to 15%, and people are saying that's bad. I don't know because he just passed it, so you really can't say that it's bad or have some sort of market projection. I just want to know just tell me what to point the weapon, bro. That's all I fucking want. You know what I mean? Just make sure.
Give me that pickaxe handle, dude.
Exactly.
It's like Congress. Say no more, fam.
Exactly. How about we just do this and just fucking Negan these fuckers, man?
Bro, that'd be a good T-shirt idea, like a pickaxe handle, and well, actually, that's kind of plagiarizing the oath ones with all the different weapons.
Yeah, exactly.
But still,
let's go ahead and grab everybody to start. We've got to wait for another medieval movie to come.
Oh, I have one pickaxe handle, fucking.
Yeah, we have to wait for another medieval type movie for everyone to start capitalizing because the last one was Spartan, so everyone wanted to be a fucking Spartan, and also.
What about Mad Max, dude?
Well, no, Mad Max is post-apocalyptic. It wasn't medieval, so.
Right.
It's sort of like in the future tense of what's not happening. So if you start saying, "Hey, look, it's time for you to get your fucking Suntoe watch, 511 pants, and Under Armour shirt, and your Affliction fucking sweater," after the next Spartan-like movie comes out, the next 300 movie. But again, don't PM us or don't say, "Hey, look, fuck you guys, Trump this," or "Fuck you guys, the last administration." We break balls on everybody. It's fucking hilarious. Think about it. Politicians give us the great content to do it. They give us some good shit. It's almost like some of the shit we get in the inbox.
To argue it is retarded either way. To invest too much emotion in it one way or another is fucking retarded. And like seriously, I've there's some people that I somewhat respected about as much as I can respect other human beings. And after these elections, dude, I was just like, I can't even I can't even look at them anymore. I'm like, you're fucking retarded.
You get frustrated. you get frustrated at the fact that you think that everyone talks about, and nowadays history has now started to say you can't, that really didn't happen and all that, but now it's so fucking crazy when you watch something on that you knew that happened for a fucking fact. Go Garmin, not Sunto. Yeah, speaking of which, fucking Dale Earnhardt retired.
What the fuck does that have to do with Suntos? Is this because he pulled a bunch of bitches?
No.
And he needed a Sunto watch to measure the, moisture.
No.
The relative moisture.
No, somebody was just comment. I get PMs while I'm freaking typing in here because you have a lot of armchair historians and stuff that like to talk to me about stuff.
Well, historians are supposed to stay in their fucking armchairs.
Yeah.
That's what separates the hitters from the historians.
That's true.
It's like, I wrote history. Well, yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
So write it down.
You
bitch.
damn right I was there on a fucking
scribe.
A scribe. You got guys like Mike McLeod sitting there talking and taking. And like I said, could you imagine? There's probably people that are going to sit there and say that didn't happen with Mike McLeod. Mike McLeod, that didn't happen. You didn't document that stuff. Dude, he took a fucking pic and won the damn, military photojournalist of the year. That shit's legit. So, you can't be talking crap. But going back again, that's what I feel about the first 100 days. I really don't give a fuck, personally. I don't. I just, hey. Again, I didn't get to vote for the guy. Well, I didn't vote for the guy, or whatever. So yeah, why do we talk about this? We talk about it because we like breaking balls on everybody.
And votes don't matter. You're a fucking idiot if you think that that's like even an argument.
Well, there's no reason to fucking. Well, there's no reason.
You could have voted. Well,
there's no reason.
Matter.
Well, there's no reason to get upset and fucking start banning people. And,
yeah, none of it matters.
Yeah, you get pissed off, and then you start having a fucking riot over some stupid shit that you can't fucking control. I mean, just knock it off. It ain't gonna fucking happen. Someone's gonna get fucking butthurt and say, "Oh, well, you should have known this person's spewing hate and all that." Well, you don't agree with someone. It doesn't say that they're spewing hate. You don't agree with them, and that's not spewing hate. You just don't agree with them. So, another news. I guess now there's some Dependaware going out. There's some Army T-shirts, gray Army T-shirts now that have been Forever 21. I guess is selling some stuff. They're calling it the homeless veteran fucking wear or something like that, where you wear old Army T-shirts and they cut them up because Kylie Jenner.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. Fucking go on the main page, brother. It's posted. Yeah, I'm just getting some stuff here from the main page. Doing the ICE main page scrub in the last half hour of the show. 20 soldiers still busted. In case you guys living under a rock on that one, busted. I think it's pretty cool.
Did you guys mention the two dudes from SOCOM that DOD released today?
They did finally release the names.
Are you asking?
Yeah, I'm asking because
I didn't. No. I was just saying that they, as far as I know, they haven't released the names yet. But I just wanted to. I don't think that they will before the show is out, and I just wanted to kind of give condolences to the families of those that may not already be notified or may be notified.
Yeah.
And
exactly. Yeah, there's been two KIAs in Afghanistan, so we're just getting this information.
Fighting the fucking ISIS in Afghanistan, man.
Yep.
It's the same place where the SF dude got killed earlier.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, seventh group dude.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Shots out to the family. Shots out to the guys. Hey, rest in peace. Well, obviously he's gonna get the names. Yeah, here. No, we're not going to give names out. Stop, because we don't know yet. They have not released them.
Yeah, the names. We'll post the names to the page once they're released officially. That's standard rules that everyone knows, guys. Don't even fucking ask otherwise.
Yep. So going back what I was saying about the kids. So right now there's a report currently going on saying that the enlisted service member has the 4th worst job in America. They're now saying that we have the worst job in America. The 4th worst job.
Well, I want to know what the other 3 are.
I think I don't know. You know, that's a good question. What were the other 3?
Because I know people get paid to jerk off like farm animals and shit. And see, like, it depends on the person.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're right.
they enjoy it.
Sewage
but
treatment plant
some people
fucking
wouldn't.
scrubbers or something like that? Is that what the other ones are?
I don't know, dude, but I'm just saying, like, it's such a stupid statement to even make because I bring up the whole farm animal thing and kind of in jest, but also to make a point that I'm sure that the people that go into that line of work, they fucking love it. You know,
jerking off animals. I
yeah.
To meet,
you know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know about the calling to that, but it was posted in the Military Times on a study that reported that an enlisted service member has the fourth worst job in America. So I, as a first sergeant, that's the 4th worst job in America.
Yeah, it's probably written by some officer who got left out of a fucking meme war.
Some officer or a warrant? Is that what you're saying?
He probably has like a master's degree in statistics. Just fucking Satanists.
Exactly. So if you're jumping back on the main page, check out. You also got a post up there, somebody's profile or sick call said this is have some uncomfortable sensation in my intimate part. Written very I think maybe I could have wrote that better in crayon than what was in there. Obviously, we got the chaplain there who passed over. Congratulations, 3 more years in Alaska. Look on his face is pretty fucking awesome. And then, of course, we have the two soldiers, Dingle and Barry. Dude, the main page is just rocking on the memes too. There's a kid on there with a freaking haircut that looks like he was trying to shave some sort of bat symbol in there or something like that, or he just didn't know how to fade his shit in. And it's just fucking. So guys, on 232, if you guys want to know what's up with the 232 again, stay tuned to Jose's story for the rest of the fucking week. Holy shit, dude, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. You know, the guys forgot to talk about their ride. Damn it, Mike Golf, why'd you take off? So, let me go ahead and jump in here and see. Hey, riders, give me a call. One of y'all give me a call, riders.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
See, right now,
who's the riders?
Well, the riders are. We have members of the staff that are going to ride through different areas in Georgia, and they're going to hit each post, for the cause of functional veterans, and they are going to ride, and they're going to go to like Gordon, Benning, Stewart. And they're pretty much going to ride in awareness of functional veterans and soldiers and organizations tied to the ride. Mike Golf was supposed to have, he said, hey, can I talk about this stuff on air? I'm like, yeah, go for it. And then he didn't do it. So, hey, riders, get on here. Come on here, riders. Shoot the shit. Tell us what's going on. We'll post something up later on the main page then, or we'll probably post something up on the WTF Nation Radio Facebook page. But it's gonna happen in the end of the summer, beginning of fall. It's gonna be a pretty big deal. Kind of trying to get some sponsors here. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. I can't get too much details, and I don't want to fucking talk out of turn. You know what I mean? So without fucking saying, hey, look, guys, here's what you guys need to do. Maybe, I'm going to see. Hang on. Let me see if I can get somebody to call the show who's been involved in it. There we go. WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
Talk out of turn?
WTF Nation Radio, on the air.
You asked for a writer?
Yes. Minx, how you doing?
Hi.
So tell us what's going on. See, Mike Golf was going to talk about doing some shit and discuss what the rider thing is all about, and here I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, let's go ahead and talk about the rider shit, and then he's like, oh, I gotta go. So I'm like, fuck.
Oh.
So can you give us a little brief on what's going on? Give us a heads up. Give us a warning.
So in September, it's gonna be myself, Mike Golf, and Mud Puppy, the 3 M's from the station, and we are doing a functional veteran bicycle ride across the state of Georgia to pretty much show that, in Mud Puppy and Mike Golf, they're both Purple Heart recipients. and it's to show that, yeah, we may have been injured in combat and, yeah, we are like all three of us are combat veterans, but, just because we've been through all that does not mean that we are unable to adapt to civilian life, that we are unable to function in civilian life as, responsible adults. And just to be like, and also I think to build a sense of like camaraderie that, everything's okay with us, I guess would be a good way to put it. But we're going to start off in Savannah, Georgia. And from there, we are going to Fort Stewart. And from Fort Stewart, we are going to Fort Gordon. And then from Fort Gordon, we are going to Fort Benning. So we're going to hit up all the Army bases in Georgia,
And then
obviously.
your I guess you would say your starting point, or I mean your finish line is going to be like at a big party or something like that. There's going to be like a little hangout.
Yes.
You guys are going to be hanging out. Tell us what's up with that.
Okay, hold on. I got to find it.
Well, that's what I was looking for too. I was like, oh shit, I can't find it.
Shit.
Put me on the fucking spot here.
Oh goodness. Have to scroll through all of this. I should know this. I understand this. But yeah, so we're sponsored by one company right now, but we're working on getting some others. So okay, so our starting point is at 9 Line Apparel in Savannah, Georgia. And let's see if I can find.
And it's not hog ride. It's not right. They're not riding Harleys. This is an actual bicycle. You guys are.
Yes. This is bicycles.
Bicycling. Is this like Tour de France bicycling or mountain bike bicycling?
I guess Tour de France.
Yeah.
Bicycling.
Okay.
It's a total Super Troopers. Remember that shit where they show up and like
exactly.
we'll meet up like bikers.
Right.
Yes.
And then we end our journey at the place called Ride on Bikes in Columbus, right? Is that where it is? Yep, Columbus, Georgia. Okay. And we're hoping it's going to be like a Sunday through Friday type of thing, because on Fridays the town square or whatever that Ride on Bikes is in, they put on this whole like outdoor like party almost, and they've got live bands there, and like the local news comes in, and like all sorts of food and stuff, which is gonna be great. And hopefully there's beer, because after that fucking ride I'm gonna need it.
How many miles altogether is that ride gonna be?
All together, oh god, let's see.
It's gonna be like 500 or 400 or something like that.
I want to say it's close to 400 miles.
And what are the dates?
September 10th through the 16th.
September 10th through the 16th.
Yes. and so September 9th, one of my cousins is getting married, so I was like, I can go, but I can't stay because I have to, ride a bike the next day.
Yeah, cousins are getting married, and you're gonna take off from that, and
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's not like your brother; it's a cousin.
Yeah, it's a cousin.
I know,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'll stay, I'll watch the ceremony, but I can't do the reception.
Yep, I'm out, bitch. See you.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so first leg of the trip from 9 Line to Fort Stewart is 42 miles. And then, of course, it fucking backs all the way out. Goddamn phone. And then from Fort Stewart to Fort Gordon, it is 123 miles. And then from Fort Gordon to Columbus, Georgia, is 200 something miles. Hold on, I can get the exact one in a second. People stop sending messages. This is so frustrating.
Is everyone
Uh,
just trying to help you?
Everyone's trying to help you with the. Well, you know, actually,
God,
the
There's like
seriously.
a random
Like,
dick pic, like, in like every
Exactly.
text message that
Yeah.
like totally
Right,
fucks
yeah.
with your
You
cheek.
think it's fucking important? So about what? So roughly, it's going to be roughly almost 400 or 500 miles, right? On
yes,
the ride.
exactly. It's gonna be about 400.
Oh man.
Cause yeah, right. Fuck my life.
September is gonna. It's gonna be hot as fucking shit
Yeah.
in
You better
Georgia.
carbo load, dude.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, right. I know that's what needs to happen. Like the night of the 9th is just we go out and just get fucked up with pasta.
No,
Mike Golf.
like, you got to do that for like a month.
Yeah.
It's
oh,
an
yeah,
excuse
no.
to binge Italian.
Mike Golf said that in his
Summer.
train
So
up,
excited.
he just started training up, and he says in just a short amount of time for his train up, he's already lost 20 pounds.
I know,
and he's like freaking holy crap, he's getting cut.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Like hell yeah, I'm gonna look good, right? But
So hey, number 3 was what was that? We were talking about that. What was the number 1 was a lumberjack. The newspaper reporter was number 2, and then was number 3 enlisted military. Was the actual one. So I don't know why they said about number 4.
Lumberjack would be a fun job to have
That's
too.
not-
I
but
think
that-
it's a biased sample. Dude.
It is. It is. So now these rides,
Yes.
you're gonna have. I mean, you guys just gonna go? How you guys doing it? Because I know some people when they do these rides and you hear about we went from this place to this place and we went. Are you gonna go straight? Are you? Is it? You're staying the night. You're doing what? What do you? How are you breaking down the trip?
it's looking as though Mike Golf has the whole trip as far as like the route.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that all planned out, and it from the looks of it, it's looking like it's more back roads and like 2-lane highways and not like the actual freeways, which is good because I don't want to die. But then it's sounding as though we're gonna have a tail truck that follows us, and we're gonna pretty much like be camping as well.
Wow.
During this whole thing, so that's gonna be fun. And pretty much like riding for as long as we can for like one day, and then all right, well time to call it quits.
Yeah, because there was some scrutiny done on one group. They said they were going to ride from one place to another, and people were getting mad or saying that was false advertising on the real ride, because what they were doing is they would go ride I can't remember if it was a ruck or a bike ride, and then they were stopping at hotels to sleep, and then they get up the next morning and ride again. I'm like, what the fuck is the difference where they
Fake
sleep?
news. Fake
Yeah,
news.
who cares where they slept? Who cares where they fucking slept? They're doing the fucking ride. They're staying at a hotel. They're sleeping, cleaning up, and they keep riding for during the day. And they had I think it was a bike ride, and they had a big fucking RV towed and everything like that. So they were like kind of like pimping it out a little bit while they were still doing their event, and they rode across the country. So yeah, I'm just
yeah, no, as far as I understand, we are going to be camping on the side of the road.
God, you go, damn.
Right?
Do you know the guys that are talking shit are the ones that are like, they got their right hand permanently stained orange from jerking off with cheetah hands.
I don't believe that you guys should do that. That's messed up.
Doc Madness is crazy.
They slept in a fucking hotel.
This stuff is
Fake
bullshit.
news.
Fake news. This is
Fake.
bullshit. How come they
Fake.
slept in a goddamn bag of just bullshit?
It's huge.
It's huge. Dude, they rode fucking 80 miles before they hit the hotel, and they're riding another
Yeah.
100, and when they fucking... Yeah. That's
so
fucking
yeah,
crazy.
so I think I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm definitely gonna have a knife on me at night, so that way no one tries to like this is what the like horror movies are made out of. Like
I was about to say,
Yeah, dude.
you're going through fucking the mountains. Yeah, you're going through
Exactly.
Georgia.
Bob risk assessment.
Yeah, did you do?
Exactly.
Yeah, did you do your fucking summer teeth assessment? Some are here, some are there, with some fucking a banjo count. Is it
Right.
3 to 5 what's the band from 0 to 5 banjos on its risk assessment there?
Yeah, that's like West Virginia or like being
I don't
a
think-
fucking 10.
I don't think it's quite at West Virginia level. I think it's somewhere between Texas and Let's go with Kentucky.
You talking about Texas Chainsaw
Dude,
Massacre
Kentucky is
or
almost
fucking?
as bad as West Virginia.
Yeah, I was about
It's
to
like
say.
a 9.5.
There was like 9.5 banjos. So, I mean, this is pretty fucking risky, you guys. I mean, I know that you guys were talking about a security plan and all that, so that
Yeah.
at least you guys
and
will
I,
be secured.
Yeah, and I know Mud Pup
Are you guys?
and Mike Golf are both bringing like
Stop!
weapons.
Stop! Stop!
Oh.
Stop! Stop! Jesus! Stop!
I'd stop.
Stop talking about stop talking about your security
They're
plan.
bringing a couple 240s.
Yeah, they're gonna bring a couple
Just make
240s
sure they
and
do your patrol-based activities and shit.
Ooh, it's even better.
Right?
It's even better.
We're gonna have fire guard. You know. Great.
Man, now you're selling it to me. Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, nice, exactly.
Challenge and password. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
It
Oh
is.
yeah,
It
talk
is.
dirty to me. Challenge and password.
Oh man. So this all together, you think that's going to be enough time for you guys to do this? I mean, is this a week long? I mean, I don't bike,
So breaking it down, we've got to do about 60 miles a day in order to make it.
Yeah.
Mhm. So
Okay. No, I'm just
I think
wondering.
it's doable.
Yeah, I think it's
because like when I I still have to get my bike so I can start training and all that. But,
wait, you
I'm
haven't
gonna-
gotten wait, stop. You don't have
What?
a bike yet?
No, not yet. I've got time.
Okay.
Don't laugh at me. That's
Whatever,
mean.
I was about to say you're like the
You're
she's
mean.
I'm not mean. I'm just saying you're procrastinating and shit.
I am.
You just procrastinate like a motherfucker.
Anyways, what I was going to say is
Just blow it off. Go ahead.
you're so mean to me. No, I'm gonna my plan is to work up to being able to do like 50 to 60 miles a day, like easily, and then especially since I'm only working part-time right now, like I can do that. Like too easy.
Cool. So, just remember if you hear this. Hang on, let me go ahead and pull it up.
Waiting.
Hang on. If you hear
Waiting.
this. Turn and fucking run, okay? Just turn and run. And you put your fucking most casualty producing weapon in front of you and then just freaking, fuck that. Mm-mm. Fuck that.
I think we might bring C-wire too.
That's all fun and games till you got to break contact in the middle of the night.
That's true.
God.
Enjoy the visual.
I was about just trying to picture that in my head. Where you going, looking lady? Where's your fucking teeth? I don't know any about people from Georgia, so I'm sorry if anybody would assume that I think that that's what people from Georgia are like. I'm just making jokes, but
yeah, we're just using our point of reference from West Virginia and geographic proximity.
In geographic, well, West Virginia is quite north, further up from Sorry. Oh man. All right. Well, damn. So is that it? I mean, is that going to be the whole thing after you have? Are you going to have this thing like fucking? You guys going to be like simulcasting, Facebook living or some shit?
I believe so. I think someone might follow us around with like a drone or something. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I want to know, or I believe we're going to try to upload either videos to Facebook and like as far as like a status of like where we are and how we're doing and all that.
So like a little graphic mag. Here's where they're at, and then
yeah,
that's fucking
but,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not the best person to talk to about this because I only know so many details.
You seem to be revealing a lot of stuff, though.
Sorry.
Here's where we're gonna be staying at this grid square, and here's where we're gonna be doing our random patrols. I'm not fucking rubbing a bank with you.
No shit.
I was about to. You
Don't
notice
do
that?
it.
Don't you notice that? Oh, well.
Lock your shit down, seat 5.
Slap your shit down. Oh my god! And as a matter of fact, you're just holding the bag when we rob the bank. Okay, you're just gonna hold the bag and then follow the people with the guns.
You can't even be the getaway driver.
Don't even exactly. Don't even be the getaway driver. Don't even be the
Sorry.
getaway. Oh my god, that was fucking funny. Oh man. And okay, so again, going back to this is going to be for a good cause. This is obviously 2 Purple Heart recipients, and to let everybody know that veterans, it doesn't matter. You are a veteran, and everyone's everyone's functional coming back. There's nothing wrong with you guys. Everyone's talking shit about veterans. There's something wrong with them. No, I don't want to say that. But no, it's for a good cause. It's to let the world know that, somebody coming back from a deployment or someone who's had military service or somebody who's been wounded can go right back into the civilian life and obviously provide, I guess you could say, use the because the way I see the military is that when you're coming back from a deployment or you're coming back from your experiences, you're using the best part of those experiences to get back into the world and use those experiences to help you out, to show others probably some of the leadership traits that you had in the military. Does that make sense? I mean, is that a pretty good fucking...
That's spot on.
Yeah.
And if you guys are going to get documented and you guys are going to go up and throw the freaking the Facebook lives and the meetups, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. So hopefully we meet a lot of people. And not just a
Now, people got people asking me in the Facebook live chat, you guys, are you going to do, what are you all going to be doing once you go to the bases? I mean, you're going to go there and say, hi, and then take off? Or are you guys going to?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Hopefully we will figure that out.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure Mike Golf next week will probably give us a little bit better. A little bit better. Maybe he shouldn't have, maybe I should have just waited for him to talk. Just fucking with you.
No, you're completely right.
And we're going to be staying with this weapon here, and Mud Puppy is going to be not sleeping during this time. Sorry.
We're bringing CS gas too, so don't fuck with us.
God.
That escalated quickly.
And I was about to say, you're going to have some United flight attendants with you providing security. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you don't know. And fucking American Airlines, they hit people with strollers.
Yeah, exactly. So there's
civilians use fucking nerve agents.
Yep. So there's also some questions in the Facebook live chat. Are you going to be allowing people to join you on the ride?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm just wondering because in that way, I just want to make sure all the bases are covered. So when you get to the base, you're just going to show up there and you're just using that pretty much as a rally point and see if anybody wants to ride with you or all that, or are you going to wait till Mike Golf gives you
I'm going to wait till Mike Golf gives me more instructions because I feel like I've said way too much.
I'm just messing with you.
People are yelling at me right now.
Oh, this is fun.
For you, you're not getting yelled at.
This is funny.
Dick.
Oh.
Yeah, but people don't yell at people for no reason.
It's because we love you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we just want to make sure you guys are safe. You make sure you guys are getting, because you're gonna have some weirdos out there. I'm gonna go find.
I know, right?
I'm gonna go find Minx, and she's gonna be somewhere in Georgia, and then it's gonna pop up with a fucking bouquet of flowers. Minx, I love you.
Trying to figure out what's gonna get pepper sprayed.
Exactly.
So bad.
Oh man. There.
But yeah, Mud Puppy's busy, so I called. So
okay, no worries.
Sorry.
No, that was about as good a brief as you could get for right now.
Oh my god.
So when you guys, looking forward to it. So you guys are pretty much riding 400 miles for the cause of functional veterans, and then you're gonna have a big party at Fort Benning when it's all over and done with, and then you're probably gonna sleep for a while too, because you guys are gonna be smoked.
Yes.
God, I couldn't even imagine biking that much. I mean, I guess. I don't know the terrain. I guess it can get hilly in some places in Georgia.
right? Heels and shit.
Yeah.
But oh my god, my calves are gonna look fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
So
Definitely look like you won't skip leg day.
Winning.
Are you guys gonna be wearing those Tour de France freaking clothes too?
Like all this spandex?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Apparently, we're getting. I don't know if I can say this now, because I feel like
don't.
Okay.
If you don't know, you can't. Here's the best thing. Exactly. If you feel like I don't know if I should say this comes in your thought, then you shouldn't say it. That's how it works.
Okay.
If you feel confident to say it, then you go ahead and say it. But, yeah, and don't forget your PT belts.
I know, right? I have to find that. I haven't used it in 2 years. Oh, 3.
So do you have big Army support? Have they has anybody like from the Army come down and say, hey guys, we appreciate you guys doing this, or they're just seeing you just as another? Have you guys reached out to them yet?
I personally have not.
Okay.
On both parts, as far as reaching out to them or heard anything from them.
Gotcha. Yeah, the Appalachian Trail does run through Georgia, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, okay, cool. Wow, this is exciting. I can't wait to see what you guys. You guys gonna have like an op order or op order brief for the nation to kind of like say, here, we're gonna be going here.
That Mike Golf was working on that.
Awesome. Oh, this is gonna be good shit. That's probably
Right?
why he.
Yeah,
he probably,
wait for him.
Yeah, I'll just wait for him. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Shit, maybe we shouldn't have asked you these questions yet. But shut up, Meg. Watch out for hogs.
I know. Oh my God,
man.
seriously, they're everywhere
They
in
kill
Georgia.
ISIS, man. Hogs are vicious.
God, fuck those things.
Yep, it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Hmm.
That Tour de France shit. I'll be paying attention closely, and we'll be providing the nation updates, and also the main page or some stuff, because I think that'll be, like I said, it's a good cause. I'll have to find out who's doing your documentations, and then so that way I can freaking exactly PCCs and PCIs, pre-combat checks and pre-combat inspections. Just that maybe we could tag along. Maybe we can have somebody, one of us, tag along too, and see what's up.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
That'd be cool. So, Doc, you want to come out to Georgia? Just check the shit out.
Hello?
Doc? Hot praise, Doc.
Hello?
He might have fallen asleep.
Yeah, he's probably falling asleep. What about you, Grey Cloud? You wanna come check this out, or are you doing some VGA stuff?
There might be some VGA stuff in there, but I think that's also the CO's PCS window.
Oh yes, that is PCS season, isn't it?
I might come out.
You might come out.
Show these folks how to ride a bike.
Okay.
That would be appreciated. Thanks, Stock Madness.
I'd be chain smoking while I'm like at the front.
I was about to say wrong bike, brother. Yeah.
No, like cigarettes.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Wrong bike.
I get it. No, I get it. But fuck you. That's what I would say.
I'd say if I could, I'd bring the 100 beat trail vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, that sounds like fun. I mean, that'd be
That's
be like a good party.
My cigarettes.
No, so I'm saying it'd be a good party. Be part of the lag wagon, and the next thing you know, while you guys are camping, we'll go partying and shit, and go hang out. And you guys could go camping, so that way, and then we'll just drive by, honk the horn, and make sure you guys are driving.
Right? Yeah. No,
and not getting raped.
That's good.
Oh my God.
Oh, hey, thanks for looking out, dude.
Not just you.
Oh, no, I'm aware.
It's Georgia, dude.
Yeah.
There's dude on dude violence there too.
Exactly.
Especially as you get closer to Sand Hill.
Stranger things have happened.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, loaded. Okay, guys. Well, hey, thanks for coming on.
Oh, what? I'm not being inclusive.
No, I'm not saying you're not being
That's
inclusive.
Exactly what I'm doing.
No, you're being
inclusive.
No. You're being inclusive. You're being completely inclusive. Don't forget again, we got a show every night, 20 to 2300. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 12 to 1400 with Liquid Lunch. And hey, y'all, thanks for coming on. And again, keep an eye out for Jose's report on 232. Keep an eye out on some of the announcements that we have, and of course, that big drug bust today that happened with 24 Bragg soldiers. 18th Airborne Corps. Yes, you damn. You guys are singing a different tune over there, huh? Okay.
Fucking Better Call Saul, dude.
You better call. Exactly. All right. Well, y'all have a good one, and then thanks for joining our Panther party.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
What? I said Panther. I didn't say anything. I just said whatever. Panther party. Too soon? So, anyways, shots.
Just being inclusive.
Yeah.
Warning shots.
Exactly. All right. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Right.
Yep. Night.
Bye.
Later.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
said you'd never ever break down, but here I am sweeping pieces off of the ground. You said you'd never ever play to crowds, but I've seen you hoping to play songs to them now. I've spent all night long scared of tomorrow, broke my alarm. Everything's almost lost. Pick it up slow before it's gone.
Fragile.
Wish I'd have known.
I never thought I'd be so fragile.
You're not alone.
If it didn't break before it's about to,
we've been here before.
I don't ever wanna change. I'm fragile. I don't ever.
Some of the people appointed to give an opinion never do get it. I want you to come on and gobble a Jimmy and die. Need to be given the remedy and why? Critics are really the enemy and can't stand the way they slam today's gifted. Effing incredible, get fanned away with grands to pay. This gem well a scripted, definite impeccable. Right around, I'm gonna put everything in a flow. I'm the nine, I'ma look very mean when I'm foe. Scribe-a-lomedy has never been at a show. By the time it'll be better living in the stove. Cause they wrote another my lies, quotes stuck in my eyes. Amateur writer distant. He's a beginner in hopes for your demise. Folks, I'm a despise, never do try to listen. It's real, I'm mad. Clueless when you scribble on your pad. How you gonna criticize with a chisel on your nass, sizzle in your ass? You don't really get why I'm so pissed. Understand this. Understand this. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Yes, I'm.
Tell me that my name is big as Venus, stupid, dirtier than Uranus. Tell me that your anus got your head in it. I can smell the articles and know you're heinous. Tell me that you love me, always thinking of it. Unconditional, I'm hoping I'm your favorite. Grab a fishing pole and throw me with the shark. That's the feeling I get when you're concentrating on this pen, on this pad. Tell me you willing to disown my craft. Tell me the feeling of picking apart this track. Putting my heart and my soul in these lines, telling me better than gold all the time. Looking to bury a deep hole for mine. This is more than you and this is more than you and your entire building. Slander and abusing what I call a realist. Coming from a student, told myself to use a poem as a Uzi. Empty magazine, I seen a magazine. You see my trigger finger, then I started shooting. That was nicotine, I'm about to smoke them all. A journalist and frog, you should've known my music. Wish I'd have known.
I never thought I'd be so fragile.
You're not alone.
If it didn't break before it's about to,
we've been here before.
I don't ever wanna change. I'm fragile. I don't ever.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Oh, hey there. Mike Golf here. Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction, constipation, or polycystic ovarian syndrome? If you're like me, and thousands of others, you don't. But what I do have is a prescription for years of suffering from the big green weenie. Take a healthy dose of caffeine, alcohol, and hate, and wash it all down with Sergeant's Time every Thursday at 8 Eastern on WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments. Join Ice, Grey Cloud, Doc Madness, and myself, Mike Golf, as we discuss the important issues of the week. The NCO Corps will never be the same.
The bitches, they love visuals.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.